Hey everyone, I'm going to be going over my own analysis of the Meals for Minds report provided to us for this week. Hope you enjoy. The report is formatted in an organized manner with all critical components. The table of contents lists sections including an introduction, data and methodology, the results which include administrative and management, client experience at the food pantry, describing food distributed, and the quantity and quality of food. It also has a section with the discussion and recommendations based off the information learned throughout the program. The report is written in a passive and objective tone. It leaves out first person and opinion, including primarily evidence-based data gathered throughout, and responses from surveys from a sample size of 208 people. The surveys came from a variety of groups, including a food bank personnel in-depth interview, a school pantry personnel in-depth interview, and a recipient/non-recipient survey. The writer draws on analysis from the evidence to conclude and provide recommendations for the future use of the program. So who is the audience? To quote the report itself, Meals for Minds is a program that aims to provide an accessible source of food assistance to low-income children and their families. The Meals for Minds program structure upholds the following requirements as stated in the report. Meals for Minds will be held in elementary schools which have received a school library makeover. The school library makeover program requires that at least 65% of students receive free or reduced lunches. All students in a designated school can participate in a distribution. Distributions are to be held after the 15th of the month to best address food insecurity and the depletion of SNAP benefits. Each child is to receive approximately 22 pounds of food, otherwise 17 meals, a minimum of 25% of this food being fresh fruits and vegetables. A minimum of 1/3 of the items should be choice offerings, such as brown versus white rice, and distributions are organized as client choice/mobile market. The focus of this program provides accessible food sources to low-income children and their families, as previously stated. The written report on understanding Feeding America elementary school-based food pantries includes all key components which Mackenzie, Niger, and Thackeray mention in Chapter 15 of the text, which discusses the format of writing a report. These components were all included within the report, which we can see organized in the table of contents. Each section includes data from the surveys conducted to support its statements. The image above is one table of data from the report. The data was collected through various surveys which provided information on the intended audience and how they access food sources. There was research collected on how many participants received food assistance, if they had transportation and convenient access to food options, and the frequency of types of food received. The writer has plenty of evidence-based research to back the program and reasoning for changes with dynamic data collected from 208 participants. This data included independent and dependent variables, so there were some controlled by the writer and some which were the outcomes studied. There are topics covered in the discussion portion, which include how the school-based pantries were the most successful form of food provided to those families in need, and how the communication with parents helped increase participation and awareness. The writer even included recommendations for future implementations to improve its effectiveness. This requires extensive evaluation and reflection on the part of the program developer. This concludes my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it.